Alright, so in this video, this will be a basic introduction to Inventor. Using the part assembly and drawings, we're going to create a car. So we're going to go New, the standard IPT, click this Start 2D Sketch, and you're going to select any one of these planes. Now I normally go with the YZ plane. I'm going to start out by making the wheel. I'm going to click the circle and bring it out and type 1.5 or 1.5 inches. Now if you mess up the dimension, you can come up to the dimension tool and change it to like 2, and then I'll change the circle. But we want it at 1.5, and then come and create a new circle, which will be the hole for the axle at 0.25 inches. Finish sketch, and then click the extrude and click on the face and do 0.75 inches. Now this will leave out the hole for the axle and extrude the wheel. Then come up here, save as, then save it as wheel. So we'll come up, create new, standard, IPT, and then this will be the axle. So circle, start a new sketch, and then click the circle. I'm going to come in as 0.25, so it'll fit inside the hole for the wheel that we just created. Then extrude 3 inches. Then save as axle and create a new part. Next we want to create the body or the rough body for the car. We'll come back and add more details to it later. So I'm going to create a rough outline, which this isn't the dimensions. You come up with the dimensions tool, then change it to 6, 4, click finish sketch, then extrude 0.75. Now we got basic rough body for a car, but we need the holes for the axles. So we're going to use the line and use the edge of the square to come in 1, up 0.5, and repeat the same process on the other side, 1.5, and then come to the circle, and on the edge of both those lines just created, do a 0.25 circle. Then click finish sketch. Now you want to come up with the extrude, click both circles, so it'll look something like this, and then come up to your little box up here, and then use direction 2, and this will cut out from the circle, from the body we just created. And if you go to right side view or whatever side view, you can see it. We can see right through the part. So there's rough body. Sorry for any rustling you just heard there. I had to readjust the headphones. So then save as, then go to new, standard IAM, which is an assembly, and it looks a bit different, and bring in the place. And place from their files 2 axles, 1 body, and then 4 wheels. And when you're done, right click, click OK, and now you have your parts. Now we have to take this axle and place it within the wheel. And what you want to do is you want to click constrain the edge of this axle to the edge of this circle of the wheel. Then maybe you'll hear a little clicking sound. Apply, and now you got your axle and your wheel. But this wheel can turn all which way, and we don't want that. So you'll want to come in, constrain the center axis, which will be this little line of the axle, to the center axis of this circle. And now we have a perfectly conjoined axle and wheel that no matter what way you move it, isn't doing any funky shape. So next, let's feed this axle through the body of the car. So you want to select the center axis. Whoops. Can't see the car there. Having some trouble with the move command. The screencast really slows down Inventor here. There we go. So you want to center axis the wheel here to center axis of this hole, and then apply. And now it looks a bit strange, and you just want to push the wheel through this through the body. Now we don't want this body moving all around and making it difficult to constrain, so we're gonna right click it, then ground it. This will make it so it can't move. So this will be the center of the part. So then you can constrain everything to this. So as you see right here, I got the wheel that's just going everywhere and all that. But I'm going to ignore that right now and constrain the other wheel to the axle. So here I'm going to need to constrain the edge of this wheel to the edge of the axle. So it's still moving really weird, as you can see. So I'm going to constrain the center axis of the wheel to the center axis of the axle, and now we got, you know, the complete wheels. Now we'll deal with the fact that they're moving in a minute, but we're going to repeat the same process for the other set of wheels. So edge to edge, and then center axis to center axis. Come in center axis to the center axis of the car body here. That actually worked out well. I don't have to push it through or anything. And repeat that same process with the last wheel. Center axis to the center axis. And now we are carves our wheels. Now we don't want these wheels we want them to be semi-level.
Did you print them, child?
So I'm going to select this back face of the wheel to the front face from this face to this face of the car. Now that's not exactly equal, so we want to come to the offset and offset it about 1 inch is too much, so let's just say 0.5. What does that look like? See, that looks relatively level. Maybe a bit each way, but it still looks good. So now that back axle won't move at all. I'm going to do the same process with this front axle here. That face to that face, 0.5 offset, and now voila, we have a decent looking car here. So I'm going to pause the video and go back to one of my earlier parts with the body. I'm going to show you how to make this body of the car less square, more pretty, let's say. So I'll be right back. Alright, so we're back to my body part. And I'm going to do a start 2D sketch on this face. So as you can see, this isn't very car looking. So I'm going to use my line tool and my arc tool to do a rough sketch of the car. So I'm going to come up I'm going to go a bit below the axle circle, and then come up, say 2 inches. Come in for the trunk, say 0.5. Then I'm going to use the arc tool. I'm going to come in, say 2 inches. Whoops, that's not what I want. I'm going to come up and in, say 1.5. I'm going to do a little small arc right here, which will lead into the back of the car. Bring it out, say I'm going to do 2.5 inches. Bring it down. And you'll see this little line come over. And we'll come out about 30 degrees. And draw a slight curve for the front windshield of the car. Then take the line to the end. Draw down until you're level with the line you started with. And finish with a line crossed. So I'm just going to make sure everything's connected and then finish sketch. Now you'll have a rough car outline here, and I want to extrude. Actually, I did that wrong. So what I have here is I want to go back and draw the line and finish this sketch outside. So now there's that complete sketch right here. Now we want a complete sketch right here. And now when I finish sketch and extrude, there'll be 3 faces to choose from. I want to choose these 2, direction 2, so it'll come out, and then voila, we have a little bit of a car body here. Save, and we come to the assembly. It automatically updates it. So as long as you use the same part, it'll update the car. So there we have it. That's a basic introduction to GIMP. I mean, if you stick around for a couple minutes, I'm going to show you how to make this car look even a bit better. So if we want to make this car a bit better, we want to come up to the fillet tool, and then I want to select some of these sides. How much you can use at the current 0.125 inch radius, and this will curve the sides of the car to make it more uniform, more pretty, I guess. And now if we OK it, the sides are nice and curved, and then just again save, and now it's a really nice looking car. You can do the same to the wheels, curve the outside of this wheel so it's not so toyish looking, so it looks more like a curved rounded wheel. But that's how you do a basic car and basic introduction into GIMP.